Welcome back to our ongoing series of Marvel Strike Force tutorial videos. Don't worry if you've missed the others, you can find them all right here. If there's one thing every superhero knows, it's that all the power in the universe won't help you if you haven't got a strong team behind you. Now that you know the basics of the game, we're going to kick it into a higher gear and look at how to assemble the strongest squads. To understand how to put together the best character combinations, let's look at their traits. These are the identifiers that help to explain the origins, skills, and affiliations of each character, and are essential to finding the best team synergy. At their most basic, a character will be a hero or villain. If they're a member of a famous group such as the X-Men, Hydra, or Guardians of the Galaxy, that will also be noted as a trait. Long-term comic book allies often unlock useful assists and abilities for one another. For example, Captain America's passive assemble ability grants him additional health and block chances based on how many Avengers allies he's fighting alongside. Another trait worth understanding is a character's origin. This is based on how they got their powers and falls into one of 5 categories: tech, bio, mystic, skill, and mutant. You can apply a stat boost across all characters sharing an origin through the Stark Tech option on your Alliance page. Not sure how to do that? Check out our previous video on how to level up characters for more info. There are also 5 character classes in Strike Force, and these are listed under a character's traits too. While it's fun to simply put your favorite characters together, paying attention to the mixture of class types on your team will make for a more effective fighting force. Yes, that means you have to use strategy. Here's how each class works. Blasters, such as the Punisher and Iron Man, deliver high damage to both individual and multiple enemies, but tend to have low armor or health. That's why you'll need protectors, like Captain America and Luke Cage. These heroes can taunt enemies to draw their attention away from more fragile allies, and will help to boost defenses across your team. They're the real meat shields, or tanks, of the Marvel Universe. While protectors are giving them cover, brawlers like Wolverine and Spider-Man are ideal for delivering serious damage up close and can often chain their attacks, continuing to attack secondary enemies after their primary target for extra impact. Remember that position matters here, as a chain attack usually travels in one direction and you want to hit as many characters down the line as possible. Characters like Daredevil can potentially chain 4 to 5 characters down the line, but a gap in the enemy lineup will break that chain. Controllers have abilities that will make life harder for the enemy and support the heavier hitters. This is where you'll find characters like Ant-Man and Hawkeye, who can slow down, stun, and blind enemies, reducing their potency as a threat. Finally, don't underestimate the support class. Groot and Doctor Strange belong to this category and are essential for healing your entire team during battle, as well as granting positive status effects and reviving fallen comrades. So even though you might think a team made up only of heavyweight protectors like Hulk and Thanos would be unstoppable, the lack of balance actually makes them easy pickings for a more varied enemy squad. Just choosing your 5 strongest on the roster might not cut it. Always take the time to ensure you have a combination of class traits that will complement each other in the field. Balance is the key. You'll know you have a strong squad when putting them together unlocks synergies. This is when a character's abilities offer helpful effects for their teammates based on shared traits. You can see how many synergies your chosen squad has from the number on each character on the selection screen. The higher the number, the more synergies they have with their current teammates. To explain this in detail, let's look at one of Strike Force's most useful team lineups, the Defenders. Luke Cage is a protector, Jessica Jones is a controller, while Iron Fist and Daredevil are both brawlers. That's already a pretty strong class combo, but their team affiliation increases their powers dramatically. Luke Cage's Unbreakable ability increases not only his own defense, but also his defender allies. Daredevil gains extra speed and chances to dodge attacks for each defender he's teamed with. Jessica Jones grants bonus resistance to negative status effects to her defender friends and also grants extra energy to them. You'll notice that there are only 4 defenders, which leaves a 5th slot still empty. Many of the defenders' traits are carried over to the other city-based heroes, so teaming them up with Spider-Man, the Punisher, or Miss Marvel will add even more synergy, as well as tilting the team in different strategic directions. Miss Marvel, for instance, is a brawler, but many of her synergies make her a pretty effective support character too. Her Fangirl ability means she can assist other hero brawler characters, delivering bonus damage. And with 2 hero brawlers on the Defenders team already, that makes for a lot of extra help each round. It's also essential to pay attention to each character's passive abilities. You'll notice that our Defenders team doesn't have a healer, but that's okay because Iron Fist's Son of Kunlun ability means he has a chance to heal himself, any city hero allies, and other defenders at the start of each turn. Pretty handy. So you can see how using traits to combine existing team loyalties, different class strengths, and leveled up abilities can result in a team that offers far more than the basic attack options each turn. You can also build a powerful team by using synergies between smaller groups of characters. Groot dramatically boosts Rocket's maximum damage attack, for example. Scarlet Witch will always give a defense boost to Vision when paired together. When leveling up abilities, always check and see if the effect is amplified by other characters. These techniques don't just apply to the big name characters either. You'll be amazed at just how tough the Strike Force minion characters can be when paired with the right heroes and villains. Put Nick Fury at the head of a high-level squad made up of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s medic, operative, assault, and trooper minions, and you've got a nightmare lineup for opponents to break through. By cycling through stealth, healing, and taunting, it's hard for enemies to focus on any one of these characters long enough to do lasting damage before their health is restored. The same is true of Kingpin and other villain characters, for instance, while putting the Winter Soldier at the head of a Hydra minion squad also delivers an impressive boost. Don't underestimate those nameless characters. When used well, they can have a big impact. But how do you know who to team up together? Those with some basic Marvel knowledge can infer some, but if you don't know, the answers are all laid out in front of you. If you want to see how many characters you have that share specific traits, use this tab on the roster screen to filter the results. This is a great way of seeing which low-level characters you can level up to plug gaps in your squad. When you found a squad combination that really works for you, don't forget you can save up to 15 character lineups for easy access later. The more effective and high-powered squads you have banked, the quicker you can maximize your progress through modes such as Blitz and Alliance raids. And that's how you assemble the best squads. Pay attention to character traits, experiment with synergies, and plan your ability upgrades with future team-ups in mind. Stick with this plan and you'll be dominating the battle in no time. We hope this video has helped you build a better Strike Force team. Don't forget to check out our other strategy guide videos and like and subscribe so you never miss another. See you next time.